Okay, so we're getting back now to pranayama. Okay, so this particular practice that I'm offering today is thousands of years old. It's been done with a particular orientation that we rarely zoom in on in the meditations that I've presented. It's about withdrawing the energy that goes into the senses that go out. So exteroception, external perception, combine those, you get the word exteroception. Your seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touch at the level of skin are all versions of exteroception. And this practice, along with others within the Vedic tools, some of them draw the attention in. So this particular practice has ways of holding the face that are helpful to draw awareness inside. And I want to show you the traditional way of bringing the hands such that they are more, or the hands help draw the attention inside. I'd like you to practice this with me, and then I'm going to show you some options that may be easier. So the little fingers meet at that spot below the lower lip, just above the ridge of the chin. The ring fingers meet on the upper lip. The middle fingers just touch the eyelids. And I'm sorry, I made a mistake. The middle fingers touch the top of the nose. And I'd like you to just do a little humming right now and see if you can feel the vibration in your middle fingers. If you can't, move your middle fingers down your nose a little bit. Yeah, okay. All right. So I'm gonna continue describing what's happening. The index fingers just touch the eyelids and the eyeballs underneath, and then the thumbs press back on the cartilage to close out sound in the ears. But that closing out sound is referring to exteroception sounds, external sound. This process helps create like a echo chamber inside your own head. So the sense of vibration happening in your head becomes pretty intense, at least for me. And it's intense in a good way because it's not causing undue intensity, undue agitation, and it's also not too much because you can titrate. If it's too much, you do a little less. If it's not enough, you hum a little louder and increase the vibration. So that way you are able to stay in what's called a window of tolerance. That's an important term that we'll discuss later. But today, the main point is to emphasize how much power you have to steer the experience. So a couple of things that I'd like to say about the breathing process. As you're exhaling, go as long as you can so that the sound has an arc of volume. And at the end of the exhalation, there's not a lot of air coming through, so the sound gets softer. I want to distinguish that from doing something like this. We're not suddenly stopping the breath. We're not slamming on the brakes. It's more like the breath runs out of gas. The other thing that I want to say about the exhalation is that it is in really, really strong contrast to the inhalation. Allow that contrast to be stark for you in terms of the sensations of vibration that come from only half of the breath. Pay attention to that other half when there's not that kind of action. That ability to be present for the exhalation and the humming and the vibration and the intensity, and present for the relative silence, the relative quiet in terms of vibration, that ability to be attentive to both means that your awareness is agile and it's noticing and attending to change. This is actually a huge piece of becoming more calm, more wise, less reactive. So these are sort of like the further manifestations of a regular meditation practice. Right now, we're not going to go further on that. I want us to jump into the practice and experience its power, and then have a conversation about it. Here's what's a little awkward about this practice. It's really hard for me to get your attention to say, okay, time to stop now. Because you're all inside your own thing. You're not going to hear me. I can't reach over and gently touch your elbow. So I would like to suggest that you take a moment and give yourself a 10-minute timer. Put your timer on for 10 minutes. And you can start your timer now, and our practice will include the finger placement. Oh, well, let's double check. Are there any questions that need answering? Guess not.
No.
Yeah, Arlo. So,
is it important that you maintain the same tone?
no, actually, that's great. Explore what tone seems interesting. Which reminds me, team, I forgot to tell you that there are other ways that people do this practice. Look, here's one of them. It's just the index fingers pressing the cartilage in. Completely legit. Here's another one. The thumbs are pressing the cartilage in and the fingers go over the eyes. Also, it works. It does the same thing. I'm bringing you the version that the yogis used originally. Doesn't mean it's the best. It just means that it's the original version. If you need to switch, you can switch. Okay, I'm going to set you up with the original version. Little fingers below the lower lip. Ring fingers on the upper lip. Index fingers towards the top of the bridge of the nose. Index fingers lightly on the eyelids, and thumbs closing the cartilage of the ears. Draw your shoulders down. Support your arms from below. When you're ready, begin your humming. and come back when your timer goes off. So give yourselves a long minute to reorient to the rest of your body, helping it to feel comfortable. Reorienting gently to the space where you are, the actual location. And if you feel comfortable doing so, once you feel like you've been able to reconnect with the rest of your body and the location of where you are, close your eyes again and notice how the body is different. I'm going to describe a few of the sensations I notice in my body, and they may or may not be sensations you notice. It is as if the skin of my upper body is tingling. It is as if the vibration seems to be continuing. The skin feels like it's activated, but not in a way that is scary or panicky. It seems like the skin continues to vibrate. And deeper inside, something like that seems to continue deeper than the level of skin. Okay.
I feel this humming or vibration also in my brain, like my frontal cortex.
How does it feel in your brain?